Welcome back, everybody, for the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise postseason push as it continues. We are up 3-1 against the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we are very close to achieving an unbelievable goal here in October of year 2. It's October 16th, and it's going to be Gavin Stone versus Shane Baz. Let's see how this works out. The NLCS has been very unexpected and exciting. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates have faced off 3 times now, and we have a lead in this series. It's been an incredible journey to get here, and we are so close now, just a few games away from actually solidifying a World Series challenge. This has been so unexpected, but so exciting. I'm very, very happy to be here, and Shane Baz on the mound feels like it should be a good game for us. I don't know much about Gavin Stone, but Shane Baz, for me, is a known quantity, and he's been incredibly stable in his tenure here in Pittsburgh. So I'm very happy with what he's been able to do, and he's shown a lot of control. That should have been a strike. He's shown a lot of control in his 4-pitch mix in the time that we've had him. His curveball's been very effective. And Rengifo's going to lift that 4-seamer to right field on a line drive, and that's going to be a lead-off double for the Dodgers. So early trouble here for Shane Baz, as we'll have to try to wiggle out of a situation immediately. Let's try the slider on the bottom outside edge. Yep, that's a good one. Curveball and slider combo both work really well for Shane Baz. Really enjoy pitching with him. In this game, there's a lot of pitchers, obviously, and not all of them feel great. What I mean by that is the delivery, the control. It's me putting a pitch, and right there, that's exactly where I put that ball. The accuracy and control are fantastic things to lean on. That's a little off there on the circle change, but by and large, Baz typically throws it just about where you target. Let's see where this one goes. Yeah, a little further in. Still a miss, but at least it didn't go up into the zone. Look at the movement on that curveball. That's pretty incredible. And yeah, that was pretty much on the line. It didn't get as low, but maybe it's because he fouled it off and stopped that falling down trajectory there. And that goes to left field. Reynolds will field it, but Ohtani is going to have an RBI single. And only 1 out, and already the Dodgers have a lead. 1-0 now. Got to keep this thing in check. I expect the Dodgers to be able to score. Mookie Betts to Horwitz to Montgomery, and Baz is nowhere near first base. Where even was he? What the heck just happened? Let's check the replay. Okay, we've got it locked on Baz now. Let's see where he goes. He delivers the pitch. There's contact is made. He's running. Oh, right there. Yeah, kind of stutter steps and stops. So that's why you don't really rely on pitchers to field that much if you can help it. We get the call on Dalton rushing at the top part of the zone on the curveball, but Shohei Ohtani has already done the damage. Now we'll take a look at Gavin Stone. He only started 7 games in the regular season to the tune of 36 innings pitched and a 5.45 ERA. That's not a very promising stat line if you're Los Angeles right now, but I don't know, maybe they know something that we don't. I'm not familiar with Gavin Stone personally, so I've only seen him a handful of times in this game, so there's a challenge here. Wow, that's a really tough take. There's a challenge here when you go against a pitcher that you're not familiar with, because just like these batters have to do in real life, you need to take a little bit of time to get used to that delivery, the deceptiveness of some of these pitches, and how the movement works. And there, the circle change, that's a really good one. Bottom of the zone, it's like he knows exactly where to throw it to me to get me out, but the circle change, changing the timing up there, it's just under the zone by a couple inches. It's a really good pitch. And Reynolds will get that down. A line drive to right field, and we've got our first hit, a single. Joey Bart now up to the plate, and that circle change doesn't fool us below the zone. We hold back on that for ball 1. Something that I am constantly trying to get better at is controlling my swings under the zone. And Bart is going to golf that one high into shallow left center field just past shortstop, and he pulls it in the grass. 2 down now. And Jack Sawinski, averaging 361. This guy has been an absolute superhero. Captain Jack has been awesome. And he'll continue to be really good. A nice ground ball through the field into center. And Sawinski's on with a single. We've got 2 base runners for Luis Arraez. I think that this postseason, to me, has proven in a way, at least against the Dodgers, and Arraez. No, it doesn't go through. They pick it up, and they get him at second base. Oh, man, that could have been just a weak dribbler if that had gotten through, like, maybe a couple miles an hour quicker, and it might have. Oh, that goes past Bart. Teoscar Hernandez might make first. No, he doesn't. Okay, good recovery and reaction time by Bart when he couldn't block it. And we've got a strikeout with an assist there from the catcher. Swing and a miss from Suarez. 1-1. Forgot what I was saying, so I'll just continue on. Continue on. No, Suarez! Yeah, you can tell that's a no-doubter as soon as the crack of that bat sounded, and it comes off of the batter's eye in center field. Eugenio Suarez, with his second home run of the postseason, has now given the Dodgers an even stronger lead. And actually, I see it down on the bottom right. Pittsburgh leads 3-1. I misspoke at the beginning of this video. I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be better. All right. So I had said that we had played 3 games, and it's actually 3-1. So this is the elimination game. That comes off of the bag, though. A base hit, literally, for James Outman, and he gets on first with only 1 out. Andy Pages now. The runner's going. They take the pitch. It goes to Triolo, and we've got him. A fantastic out from Joey Bart as he reacts quickly on the steal attempt, and we're able to burn him on the bag. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider sits him down. And that's 2 innings of work, but the Dodgers are making good headway so far. 2 innings and 2 runs for them. We've got to bounce back. Jared Triolo will take the ball outside. It's 2-2 now. And I don't know what they're chanting here. If anyone can translate what the crowd is trying to chant there, that would be really, really helpful for me, because it sounds like LA, and then there's like a beat, and then there's something else that comes after that, but I don't know what it is. Colson Montgomery, it's going high, going back to left, and it's brought down just before the wall. And on the border of the warning track, but an exciting out number 2. Still waiting for something to happen, though, and now Spencer Horwitz is at the plate. 2-2. That's it well. It's perfect, actually. It goes deep to right center field, and it's gone! Spencer Horwitz, with his 3rd home run of the postseason, will cut this lead in half. There we go. Finally, somebody comes through with a big one, and it's a solo shot for Spencer Horwitz. This guy just keeps coming through. Check out the show motion cam. That beautiful swing, 408 feet. And that spot right there where it lands seems to be very popular. There's a lot of home runs that have gone right there. A single bounce over the wall after the shot, and it'll go out into the Allegheny. It's a strikeout there to end the inning, but Spencer Horwitz has given us a little bit of life left. And now the Dodgers have the worst lead in baseball, just 1. That's another strike. Come on, man. Yeah, Boz is even going to be like, what, are you serious? It was in the zone the whole time. It ends right up in the top corner. It's perfect. What else could you want? It's 1-2. Rengifo stays alive off of the foul tip. And we'll try it again. Should have had him out already. Let's see if we can get him on this slider, low and away. Well, it comes in too much, and Montgomery can't get there. So instead of being struck out a couple pitches ago, Rengifo now has a leadoff single. And the barrage continues from the Dodgers. They just keep getting things that go their way. Except for that one, Freddie Freeman can take a seat as Boz will get a makeup call right there. And that's strikeout number 4. 2-2 against Ohtani as he fouls that down the first base line to keep this at-bat going. We could get a double play here. That'd be nice. I'll take a strikeout instead, though, as the circle change comes in for strike number 3. Very nice. And now Mookie Betts. Circle change is well placed down and in. Not much you're going to be able to do with that, and it's 2-2 now. Let's try that curveball. Yeah, under the zone, gets him to go around. Bart having to recover it, and the throw to first sits him down officially. So another strikeout for Boz. Still maintaining a 1-run lead. This is the chant. Like, I don't know. It sounds like L-A and then a pause and then B or something. I don't know what they're saying. I've tried to, like, turn up the audio, and it's still, because of the actual track that I guess is playing, because it sounds like, you know, thousands of people saying the same thing. I don't know what it is. It's just too muddied for me to try to figure that out, so that's really weird. All right, Joey Bart now with 2 outs. It's 0-1 against him. Gavin Stone has been doing a really good job against us. He's not giving us meatballs to hit, really. He's painting the corners, messing with the timing and the placement of these pitches really well. It's been tough to figure him out. Dalton Rushing will lift that high behind the plate for Joey Bart, who barely has to leave the dirt, and we've got him for out number 1. I think if Boz can continue getting out of these situations, because it feels like the Dodgers just continue to have it break their way. If he can continue, though, to get out of these situations when they do put base runners on, because that now feels inevitable, then I like where we're going with this. He's not pitching bad. They're just getting lucky. That's strikeout number 7. And it's only 3 2/3 of play for him. So he's got more than 2 innings full. There's another one. Okay, strikeout number 8. Almost 3 full innings of solo work there as he struck out a lot of batters early on in this game. He has been doing well. And Sawinski, we get one there near the center of the zone. Contact is okay, though, and that means he's under it slightly. That's a long out, number 1. No fireworks there for Sawinski. Can Arise make a difference now? It's another one, a slider. Good timing on the swing. I have been very happy about that. That's another pop out, though. Out number 2. And Jared Triolo. Count is 1-1. Bottom of the 4th. Yep. Gets good contact, good timing. And it's right at somebody, as so many others have been. That's what I mean about the luck going their way and not ours. James Outman, he will watch the slider for strike 3. And that is 9 strikeouts now. 3 full innings of no defense needed. Very cool. Pajes lifts that to left field for Reynolds, and he's got it clean for out number 2. The lineup turns over now, and it's a full count against Luis Rengifo. That's lifted to right field for Sawinski, going back, and he didn't get it. Come on, man. It's not the first time that that's happened for Sawinski in right field. I've really loved what he's been able to do for us offensively, but I'm starting to wonder now if this is more than just a couple aberrations, if this is just him not being a very good defender. That might be the case. We'll get Freeman at first to strand that base runner, though, and Boz is out of 5. Bottom of the 5th now for Colson Montgomery. Another guy waiting for more consistent offense. He's had a couple moments, but to this point now, I mean, Montgomery and Schumann have both been underperformers as far as, like, how reliable they've been. We're early on that swing, and Horowitz goes down. Lots of action for Freeman at first base in this game. And yes, here he is, Schumann. 0 for 1 today so far. Hits that well. Just late on the timing, and the 4-seamer's lifted it deep to right, but it's right at the warning track, and that's 5 innings down for Gavin Stone. Boz comes back out for the top of the 6th. It's 1-2 against Ohtani. Swing and a miss under the zone. Bart will throw over, and we've got him. 5 1/3 innings completed, and that's 10 strikeouts, double digits. Very, very well done, Shane Boz. Can Sawinski get this routine ball in right field? Yes, he can. All right, good. I am going to start just being perpetually worried now, though. It's a 2-2 count against Dalton Rushing as we get the alert that Boz is tired, and that will in all likelihood be his last pitch. There we go. Joey Bart brings it down next to the plate. We've only got a few innings left to try to make a difference here. Gavin Stone's energy is still looking very good. And O'Neal Cruz, good timing, nearly perfect timing actually, but he's underneath it. Another casual pop out, this time to center field. And Brian Reynolds is back. 1 for 2 today. He's been one of the guys that has been consistently performing, and I really appreciate that. But that is out number 2. He might get another, he will get another chance. I know the math works out to where the lineup will turn over one more time, but We're getting into the late part of the game now, and there's not many opportunities left, as Joey Bart is thrown out at first to end the 6th inning, and we move into the back 3rd. I am going to make the change here to Dowry Moretta, as we are down. I know it's a very close game, and I've talked previously about how I perceive Dowry Moretta in this bullpen, and he's just kind of an 8 innings guy, not a guy that I've been relying on. But when I talked months ago, when we were in year 2, I had said I want to put these guys into some situations because I need to know who we can rely on when we get to the postseason, if we get to the postseason. And we're here. And that question still needs to be answered. There's been guys that have been very unexpected that we've been able to rely on, and there's others that we have not really used much because I worry about relying on them. And Dowry Moretta is one of those guys. He hasn't seen very much action in the postseason here. I think even in the regular season, it wasn't very much to him. If I remember correctly, he was actually in the minors for a lot of it. And it's 0-2 against Suarez, and we get the slider outside the zone. Gets him swinging. Very nice. Now James Outman. It's been pretty easy work here for Moretta, as that was pitch number 7. And he will get out number 3 as Reynolds feels it in foul territory. Bottom of the 7th for Jack Sowinski. It's 1-2 against him. Gavin Stone still out there. This is only pitch number 61. And wow, man, strike 3, perfectly placed. I don't think it was bad to take that pitch. It was just a really, really good spot. You know, you just got to tip your cap on some of those. You're not going to be able to do much with pitches that are right there in that spot. I thought maybe it was going to keep going inside, but no, they get us, and they're struck out. And we're down to the final out in the bottom of the 7th now for Triolo. And that's a weak grounder over to third base. No problems on the infield defensively, and they've got him. Top of the 8th, and I have left in Dowry Moretta. It's 0-2. The swing under the zone on the 4-seamer will sit down Pajes, and that's another strikeout. That's number 3. So between Shane Boz and Dowry Moretta, we have been mowing them down. But they keep getting what they need when they need it. You know, whenever they have the opportunity, it's been capitalized on. And this type of game is tough. It's not quite, I would say, demoralizing, but it is tough just because we're not really doing anything wrong, you know? A couple defensive flubs, I would say, you know, are frustrating, but we've been pitching, I think, really well. All the strikeouts, you know, give me evidence of that, but we haven't been able to really do much impactful. The Dodgers bring in Brustar Gratterall. I always mess that up now. Gratterall will come back in for the Dodgers. And Montgomery. Nope. That's weakly grounded over to second base. Jeez, man. 5 outs left to go. All right, listen to the chant. Yeah, see if you can decipher that. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. Max Schumann now in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. It's 1-1 against him. And that's weakly grounded. It will go through. Gets past the diving shortstop. And we've got a 2-out base runner from Schumann. Okay. Got to make the most of this. There's 2 outs. We got no room to play. O'Neal Cruz here as the lineup turns over. And he'll hit that. It gets by Freeman on the dive. And it goes to right field. And now, suddenly, 2 base runners on. The tying and the go-ahead run are on base. And we give the opportunity to Brian Reynolds. This really could not be set up to make me more comfortable, but I'm just very nervous because we haven't been able to come through in a lot of these situations here. And given the state of this game in the bottom of the 8th, down by 1, yeah, there it goes. We squander another one. Brian Reynolds swinging and missing under the zone. He throws the bat in frustration, and yeah, I feel that. I get it. We will bring in Hunter Harvey. We're going to try to just close this game out, but I need at least one more half inning with a 1-run lead. I don't want to give them anything else, so I'm not going to put in anybody that's like, just get 3 outs. I don't care what happens. It's not that situation. So Hunter Harvey, I feel, is an appropriate plug in this spot right now because he has been really, really good, especially in the postseason right now. Through 5 innings, they haven't scored on him, so We want to keep this lead right where it is. Hunter Harvey right now is my guy. It's 1-2.
2-2.
Misses badly outside the zone on the 12 curve, though. Evens it to 2-2 against Betts. And the pitch comes through. Nope. Slider does not slide. It looks almost like a fastball or a changeup even coming through there. 3-2. And we get him on the bottom of the zone. A four-seamer. Swinging and missing. And we've got out number 2. One more to go, and it's Dalton rushing. He has not been able to do anything against us since subbing in for Will Smith behind the plate. And it's 0-2 against him now. Harvey cannot get him to go around on the 12 curve. Good pitch, though. All right, 1-2 one more time, and we got him! Switch up the timing on the splitter, and rushing goes down. We've got 3 outs left to go, and the Dodgers bring in Evan Phillips. 2.2 innings pitched. Nobody has scored against him. Nobody's got a hit. There's no average there. And the strikeout rate is at 22%. He's been good. Been very tough. And I do remember every time that I go against this guy, I'm like, oh, crap, here we go. So we'll see what we can do. It's a full count. Joey Bart at the plate. So we've got 3 chances left. Phillips delivers. Swing and a miss. Sweeper. Timing fooled us pretty badly. Location, I'm always bad against. And Bart goes down swinging. Jack Sawinski now. We get a righty-lefty matchup. It's 2-2. And no, we're chopped inside. The sweeper ties him up in bunches, lifted to left center field, and there's only 1 out remaining. The end of this game is looming. Very, very close now, as Luis Arraez is most likely our final batter. And no, it doesn't get through into right. That's it. The Dodgers win. And now the series is even more stressful and close. 3-2. We still have the opportunity to eliminate, but the Dodgers still showing signs of life. That home stretch would have been really, really perfect to dovetail into a World Series challenge. I would have liked to have taken that game, but instead, the Dodgers bounce back and prove that they're going to remain competitive. We're not going to go 4-1. It's going to be Jared Jones and Shohei Ohtani facing up next time as their rotation has come all the way around, and we'll see if Jared Jones can put an end to the Dodgers' hopes in the postseason. See you guys next time.